This is Your Mustang Story. Welcome to Your Mustang Story. In this episode, we continue to cross the USA in one place, the MCA National in Albuquerque, New Mexico. First up, we talk to Carl Gray with a stunningly clean 2016 White California Special all the way from Kansas City. Then we meet Texan Ron Kondoff, whose silver 2020 California Special literally stopped me in my tracks. Man, what a stunner. Then we saved the boss for last. See what I did there? A visit to Georgia Mustang owner Jim Wellman and his wife and their race red 2013 Boss Mustang. And it starts right now. Carl, welcome to the show. Approximately where do you live?
We live in Liberty, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City.
Just outside of Kansas City. So what do you do for a living, or what did
Retired.
you do? You're retired? What did you do in your working days?
I was working for Napa Auto Parts.
Oh, wow.
I was a district sales manager for them.
What a nice gig for a Mustang fan
Yes.
to be working for
Yes.
Napa.
Yes.
How fascinating. Now, I'm standing next to a stunning white Mustang convertible 5.0. What year is it?
It's a 2016.
Wow.
And it's a California Special.
It's beautiful. And I see you're part of the White Mustang Registry like I am, so that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I like that. I love how you did the white engine treatment too. Your valve covers and your intake cover are all painted to match the car. It just looks really clean.
Thank you.
So Carl, where did your Mustang story start?
I was getting ready to retire and never had a muscle car of any kind.
Never?
And so we got married young, had kids, you couldn't afford it.
Understand
so
that.
My wife said, if you're gonna get one, you might as well get one now. So we could afford it, and we did that. So we got this one, then a few years ago, we got a 2019 California Special, same color and everything. That's her car.
Oh,
This
isn't hers?
This is the one we showed.
I'm curious now, what color is hers?
White.
Oh man,
black,
that's something.
Just like this one, so.
That's really awesome. So have you done any modifications to it?
Just put a different air intake on it, and then of course the valve covers and plume covers, did that, and the other covers around to try to hide some of the bracing and all that.
I've been to Kansas City enough to know that spring and fall are the best times.
Yes.
So what's your most memorable trip in the car?
Probably when we went to Fredericksburg, Virginia to an MCA show there.
Oh wow, what was that like?
Oh, it was great. We went up and toured DC afterwards, spent a week up there.
Oh, nice.
And then Tucson, we went to the Tucson show, and that's where we earned our 20th points to get our grill medallion. They're going to award it to us here.
Awesome. It's a great place to be awarded.
Yeah. And then we're going to go up to Santa Fe, spend a few days there, and then on a house for a couple of days, and then we're going to end up in Cripple Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Mountain Mustang Rally.
That's right. Those
this
kids
Saturday.
are on the 17th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, can't wait to go see those guys.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So-
They're really great up there. What do you most enjoy about driving the Mustang?
Oh, just the power that's behind it, plain power. We love it with the top down. We drove it out here all the way with the top down.
Nice. That's a
And,
long way.
Yes, they're just a fun car to drive, and I love it.
What kind of reaction do you get from people when they see your car? Because it stands out.
Oh, they just say, "Well, beautiful car." You know.
That's nice. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about a Mustang?
I'd say get one as soon as possible before they quit making them. You know, I think the V8 is on its way out.
Hopefully not for a long time.
Yes.
So are you a member of the Kansas City Club?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about your club. Let's give a shout out to the
Okay.
Mustang Club of Greater Kansas
Yeah.
City.
We have.
Send me some Cowtown barbecue sauce, babies.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's fine.
I digressed.
We have close to 200 members
Nice.
in the club. Several that have maybe 5 Mustangs and stuff. So it's a great group. We have 12 cars out here for this show.
Wow.
And so
12 cars. Let's see. How much Jack Stack could they bring back to me? Maybe a sandwich from Gates. I don't know, man.
That might be about it. You
Yeah,
know, they're so loaded down with cleaning supplies and suitcases that not much room left for them.
I thank you, Carl, for being on the
you're
show
welcome.
today. I hope you
Enjoyed it.
really enjoy your time in Albuquerque. And man, I'm going to tell you, eat at Michael's Kitchen if you
Okay.
can get in.
Michael's
Kitchen in Taos. Yeah, good place to eat.
Sounds
and
good.
enjoy your time in New Mexico.
Oh, well, thank you.
We're really
We
glad
will.
to have you
We're
here.
looking forward to it. Thank you.
Your Mustang Story will be right back.
Only Mustang makes it happen. Only Mustang makes life great. Mustang moves you, Mustang proves you, Mustang 68. Only Mustang makes it happen. Only Mustang has the key. Mustang warns you and transforms you. Mustang
What is it about Mustang that makes it happen? Maybe it's the new styling for 68. Features to choose from like Select Shift and AM/FM stereo radio. Maybe it's standards like bucket seats, or options like a new 302 V8 and bold racy hood stripes. Or maybe it's just the original idea, the better idea called Mustang.
Only Mustang makes it happen. Only Mustang makes life great. Mustang wants you and transforms you. Mustang, Mustang 68. Only Mustang makes it happen. Only Mustang has the key. Mustang moves you. Mustang proves you. Mustang, Mustang sets you free. Free to be the guy you wanna be. Free to be the girl you're gonna be. And if you think it's never, never gonna come true, it's gonna happen when Mustang happens to you. Only Mustang makes it happen. Let it happen, it's your fate. Mustang calling, have a ballin'. Mustang, Mustang 68. Only Mustang makes it happen. Mustang, Mustang 68.
Ford has a better idea.
Now, more of Your Mustang Story. And now, a few minutes with Ron Kondoff from Fisher, Texas, and his beautiful California Special. Tell me about your car.
Bought it in 2020. I was at a dealer. They had a Shelby in the showroom that I was interested in, but they had wanted $25,000 over MSRP.
Oh.
And I said, there's no way to do that. And so I found this outside.
And what is this? Let's talk about what it is.
This is a 2020 California Special, and I was interested in it. And I had a 2017 California Special convertible, but it had an engine pick, and it just drove me bananas. So we got to talking, and he said, what it take to do this? And I said, well, I gave him a price, and I said, this is a drive-out price, a bottom line. And he went inside, all
They went dancing.
yeah. And he said, okay. And we did it.
How many miles are on it? No.
I have 11,700 and something.
It looks like it has 2. It looks like it has 2 miles on it.
I only drive it at shows.
Wow. Well, it definitely looks like a show car to me.
No, thank you.
Now, you say you had other Mustangs
Yes.
through your life. What were the other Mustangs that went through your life?
The first one was a 2011 GT, and it was a nice car, thick shift, but I just got tired of shifting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We get older. It's a little it's more of a choice.
So I drove that a couple of years, and I found a 2014 GT, a California Special.
Wow.
And I liked it, so I bought that car.
But when you found this one, it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
Well, second sight.
Yeah, yeah.
The Shelby was a little too
I
much.
wanted a Shelby, and I would have bought it, but $25,000
Yeah.
on the MSRP.
Well, those days are numbered. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being on the show, and I appreciate you telling me about your cars. Thank you very much. Your Mustang Story will be right back.
Whatever you'd expect in a $28.95 car, we think you'll agree Mustang 2 gives you more. Jewel-like styling and detailing, a thrifty 4-cylinder engine, front disc brakes, rack and pinion steering, a wood-tone panel with real instruments, even a tachometer, a 4-speed, not 3-speed transmission, a truly elegant, luxurious interior. All standard in the base model Mustang 2. Sticker priced at $28.95, excluding dealer prep, destination charges, title, and taxes. Of course, if you want to design your own version of this little luxury car, we've got countless options. This particular car shows just a few of them. The all-new Mustang 2, almost 19 inches smaller than last year's Mustang, even smaller than the original one. A whole new kind of car, a great new kind of value at your Ford dealer.
Now, more of Your Mustang Story. And now we head cross-country to meet Jim Wellman and his wife, who wasn't exactly on board with a Mustang at first, but now with the number of Mustangs in the house, we're pretty sure she's enjoying the ride. Jim, welcome to the show. Where are you guys from?
Milledgeville, Georgia.
Where's that?
Well, it's kind of between Augusta, Macon, Georgia, and Atlanta. We are 100 miles south of Atlanta, 70 miles northeast of Macon, and about 2 hours south of Augusta. So right in the middle of the Georgia heartland.
Are you guys part of a Mustang club?
Well, we were, but there's nothing around our area, and we would have to drive 2 hours to get to a club. So at the present time, no.
But you're part of MCA for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yay! So how did you come to become a Mustang folk?
I have a 2017 V6 convertible standard, and I just love the way the front end looks on them. Started looking at them and found a little V6 convertible down in Macon and had never driven one. Went out, test drove it, loved it, and I said, man, Ford makes a world-class car. And I said, I love it. And then I said, you know, I think I've seen all these people with these 5.0s around. I said, I think I want to experience that.
Wow, so you took it up a notch.
Yeah, a little bit.
I should tell the audience, we're standing in front of a beautiful screaming red Boss 302 that is absolutely shining in this New Mexico sun. So how did you come to get this car?
I was chasing Shelbys. I wanted a Shelby. A friend of mine had a Shelby 350, 2017, and I just drooled over it. And I said, I got to have one. She was in the Walmart, and I was on Facebook, and on Facebook Marketplace, I'm scrolling through and I find this thing up at a dealership in Northeast Georgia.
Referring to the Boss 302 here.
And it says 69 miles.
Wow.
And I call them. They says, yeah, that's right, 69 miles. The car was 7 years old. Apparently the guy bought it, took it home, parked it, didn't drive it, and called the dealership, says, I want to trade some cars. He traded this. They went out with a rollback wrecker and picked it up and brought it back in. I went up there and looked at it. And the person in the right seat wasn't happy, but she can tell you anything you want to know about that car now.
I see how it is.
I just told them we didn't need another car.
Oh, you didn't need another car.
Sat in the dealership like this in a chair.
And they asked me what was wrong with me because I wouldn't come see the car. I wouldn't go round at it.
Boys and their toys, though. I mean, you know, I know they say happy life, happy wife, but boys and their toys goes too.
So anyway, as soon as I walked in the dealership, my resistance melted, drove it out, drove it home, didn't trailer it, and drove it a little bit, and now I pretty much keep it as a garage queen.
He took me to a big lunch. Said, what did you think about that? It's pretty. We don't need it.
That's our story.
But this is a screaming, this is a beautiful car, even on
thank
it.
you.
If you put it on a cocktail table in the living room, it'd look really, really nice. What's the most memorable story that you've had since you've had the car?
I think going up into the North Georgia mountains and driving this thing and just the way it handles in the curves, and it's just an incredible vehicle. It really is. It seems like the faster you go around the curve, the lower it gets.
Man, it sticks like glue.
Oh, it does.
All that power. This is a Boss 302. Come on. It's going to have handling and power and everything together.
It does.
And then you've got this shocking red with these beautiful black rims. It's just a beautiful automobile.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
Really
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. What's your next trip? What are you going to do after this?
We are going to the Grand Nationals in Melbourne.
In Melbourne, Florida.
Yes, we are. We've got another Mustang that we may put in a couple of little local shows.
What's the other one?
I got an 09 Shelby.
Oh, okay. So you finally got the Shelby.
Yeah, GT 500 and a 17 standard V6.
Yeah, the one that started it all.
Yeah, that sweet thing. This is baby doll.
I see. Well, no doubt.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone who's looking to get into Mustang, being a Mustang owner?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was never a Mustang fan until I drove that V6.
Are you paying attention, audience? He's talking about the V6 Mustang, not a GT, not a Shelby, not a Boss, not a Mach. He's talking about the V6 Mustang, and there's a lesson in those words. People overlook them, and they're wonderful, wonderful cars.
It is a awesome little car. I love it, and that's the thing that I said, Ford is building a world-class car after driving that car, and it just says, if that's how good this one is, the other ones have got to be even better.
That's the one that sparked the love.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you.
You see, everybody has a Mustang story. We'd like to hear yours. Reach out to us at contact@yourmustangstory.com. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Your Mustang Story. Your Mustang Story is a presentation of Spirited USA LLC, all rights reserved. The views and opinions expressed on Your Mustang Story are solely those of the participants and do not necessarily represent Spirited USA or its sponsors. Send questions and comments to contact@yourmustangstory.com. And please, spread the word. Like, follow, and subscribe wherever you find us on the web. And thanks. See you next time.